I'm Eric Flowers, and I've been a teacher here at Twin Peaks for 25 years now. And I was going through some old yearbooks and came across these pictures from my first year of teaching. At least once a year, I relive that last day that I saw Laura Palmer alive in my class. And I always go over in my mind the lesson that we had that day. This is it. A lot of things have changed here at Twin Peaks in the last 25 years. We used to have chalkboards, but now we have whiteboards. Last time that I saw Laura, we talked about presidential assassinations. And obviously the most famous presidential assassinations are Lincoln and Kennedy in the United States. However, little do people know that an even more awe-inspiring assassination took place. And this assassination took place in 1881. We like the date. It has a symmetrical sort of nature.
11 topics.
Much like 1991, symmetrical.
The number 11 is symmetrical.
A lot of things in this world are symmetrical. A name such as this, read backwards and forwards, symmetrical. So, presidential assassinations. Garfield and Charles Guiteau. President Garfield assassinated by Charles Guiteau. Why is this fascinating? As I said, in 1881, Charles Guiteau follows Garfield to a train station and shoots him in the back twice. Garfield is taken to a hospital and then transported to the White House. Guiteau's story kind of goes a little bit further back in time. In 1880, a year before, he was on a steamship, and this steamship was traveling late at night, and it ran into another steamship. And the other steamship burst into flames. There was hundreds that died on the other ship. For Guiteau, though, since he survived, he decided to make something more of his life. So, he decided to enter the world of politics. He was a bit of a preacher. He considered himself a political diplomat. So, he was, in his own mind, a Renaissance man. And as you can maybe surmise, is he went to Washington and was insistent upon getting a job in the government, and eventually everyone just said, sorry, Charles, you need to leave the Capitol. So in a way, he was kind of one of the first stalkers. That's what makes this very interesting, is that he followed Garfield around, obviously very discreetly, and eventually, as I said, shot him twice. Now, it's worth noting that Charles Guiteau, in his defense, tried to use sort of the insanity defense, so it was the first time that it was a insanity defense was used, and also he defended himself, so that was very unique also. A couple things to note about Garfield. When he got shot, he was laid up in bed, and there was a young scientist who came and visited, and this young scientist went by the name of Alexander Graham Bell, brings his new invention, which is a metal detector. So he tries to metal detect to find where the bullets are inside of Garfield. Unfortunately, his metal detector does not work. And the reason it is discovered is that Garfield was laying on a metal spring bed. And obviously the metal spring screwed up the metal detector. The other thing that is of note about this assassination is that Garfield was in an unpleasant situation because it was a very hot summer, and so one of the engineers there at the White House invented air conditioning to cool him down. But so comparing it to the Lincoln assassination and the Kennedy assassination, and the fact that no one ever hears about Garfield and Guiteau is a rather fascinating assassination in U.S. history. Thank you.